If you've ever found yourself justifying a glass of red wine by citing heart health or it's full of antioxidants, you're not entirely wrong, but also not quite sipping your way to cellular immortality just yet. The truth is, both red wine and grape juice bring polyphenol to the party: resveratrol, quercetin, catechins, and a medley of anthocyanins. But what happens after that first delicious sip is where things get biochemically wild. The question isn't just which drink has more antioxidants, it's which one actually delivers those molecules where it counts: to your DNA, your mitochondria, and your nuclear repair crews. Let's start with polyphenol concentration. On paper, red wine wins, hands down. Thanks to fermentation, wine not only extracts more polyphenol from the grape skins and seeds, but also converts some of them into more bioactive forms. Resveratrol, in particular, is found in far higher concentrations in red wine than grape juice, partly because fermentation liberates it from the grape's cellular matrix. It's kind of like grape juice is the polite cousin who brings snacks, and red wine shows up with a toolkit and offers to fix your roof. However, there's a catch: bioavailability. Polyphenol, as mighty as they are on paper, are notoriously finicky in the human body. Most are poorly absorbed, rapidly metabolized, and quickly excreted. This is where things get surprisingly interesting. While red wine contains more of the star compounds, ethanol, yes, the alcohol itself, plays a sneaky supporting role by enhancing the absorption of certain polyphenol. Ethanol increases membrane permeability in the gut and slows down metabolic degradation, allowing more resveratrol and its buddies to actually make it into circulation in a biologically active form. In small doses, it's like opening the VIP lounge for your antioxidants. On the other hand, grape juice doesn't contain ethanol but does retain many of the same polyphenol, particularly in unfiltered or dark purple varieties. While the polyphenol concentration is lower and the absorption isn't as boosted, grape juice has one major advantage: it doesn't involve alcohol metabolism, which can, ironically, create oxidative stress and DNA damage if consumed in excess. So grape juice might be the safer long-term player, especially if you're chugging it for your telomeres rather than your tolerance. Now on to DNA repair itself. This is where both drinks actually deliver. Polyphenol like resveratrol and quercetin are known to activate a suite of cellular defense pathways. One big one is SIRT1, the longevity-associated enzyme that promotes genome stability, enhances DNA repair, and maintains telomere function. Another is NRF2, the master switch for antioxidant gene expression, which regulates the production of detoxifying and repair-supporting enzymes like glutathione peroxidase and superoxide dismutase. These compounds don't just quench free radicals, they whisper in your cell's ear: hey, you should really clean up that double-strand break. Studies suggest that moderate red wine intake activates these pathways more efficiently than grape juice, again, likely due to higher levels of resveratrol and improved absorption. There's even some evidence that resveratrol can mimic the effects of calorie restriction, pushing cells into a more survival-optimized, low-inflammatory state that favors DNA repair over cellular chaos. That said, the key word here is moderate. One glass might activate your inner SIRT1. 3 glasses just activate your inner karaoke singer and maybe your liver enzymes. Meanwhile, grape juice, especially if it's fresh, organic, and cloudy, still delivers a meaningful punch of polyphenol, minus the pro-oxidant baggage of alcohol. Its anthocyanins are potent free radical scavengers, and although their systemic bioavailability may be lower, they still exert beneficial effects in the gut and bloodstream. Some gut bacteria even help convert these compounds into more absorbable metabolites, so your microbiome gets a vote in the matter, too. So, what's the verdict? If you're going strictly for maximum DNA protection and cellular finesse, red wine might have a slight edge, thanks to fermentation, alcohol-facilitated absorption, and that rare concentration of resveratrol. But grape juice isn't far behind, especially if consumed regularly and in a high polyphenol form. It's kinder to your liver, won't dehydrate you, and still signals your genes to stay in repair mode. In short, red wine is the flashy biohacker who shows up with high-grade tools but needs to be carefully managed. Grape juice is the quiet workhorse, steady, safe, and less likely to wreck your mitochondria if you get carried away. Either way, your DNA is getting a treat, as long as your beverage choice doesn't come with too many sugar cubes or too many refills.